Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining us for another KCC Career Coaching Facebook Live. We're really excited for today's guest. So we'll let Elizabeth introduce herself here in a little bit, but this is Miss Elizabeth Adams, and she is with Brighton Center at the Kentucky Career Center. And we're really excited that you can take time to join us today while we're live, or whether you're watching this later or a week from now, to learn about some really great resources available at the Kentucky Career Center. So we're going to give everybody 30, 45 seconds just to join. If you are watching with us, just throw in the comments. Let us know that you can hear and see us. We want to make sure that you can hear and see what we're saying. But we're really excited that you can take time. And Elizabeth, thanks for taking time out of your busy day to join us.
It's not a problem at all. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, we're excited. We're very excited.
I can't see the comments. Am I supposed to see them?
No, you won't be able to see them. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'll let you know if, and again, as always, if there's questions, be sure to throw them in the comment section for us. We can get to them if we're going through today. And there's a question, we'll throw it up on the screen, and we'll have Elizabeth for some time, a little bit of time afterwards, to answer questions. So I'm gonna give everybody just about 20 more seconds to join, and then we'll get started. Does that work for you, Elizabeth?
It does. Oh, I do see some things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Kelly, thanks for watching. We're excited. Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
All right. So we're going to get started. We're really excited to talk about today's topic. The world is still kind of changing, and COVID-19 is still a thing, and we're dealing with that, and employers are dealing with that. So we're going to take some time to highlight some of the services that are available at the Kentucky Career Center. That if maybe your employment was affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, how you can partner with the Kentucky Career Center to help find that new career, or even if you're just starting your career, you're looking for your first job, how Brighton Center and Kentucky Career Center can help you with that. So we're going to jump right into it. I'm really excited about having Elizabeth here with us today. So Elizabeth, if you can just introduce yourself to us and tell us a little bit about your role with Brighton Center.
Hey guys, I hope you're having a great day. So I'm Elizabeth Adams, and I am a talent development specialist and a business service representative for the Brighton Center at the Kentucky Career Center. And how I like to describe my role is, if you're familiar with dating websites, I like to speak with the employer and what kind of employee they're looking for. And then I like to speak with my customers and what kind of job are they looking for. And then I match them, just based on, all sorts of things. So that's basically what my job is matching people to the job that they want.
Okay, excellent. So, and you said talent development specialist, and we're going to talk today about talent development services with Brighton Center at the Kentucky Career Center. So if you can just take some time, what really are talent development services? Can you just take some time to briefly explain it?
So talent development services are helping people with their resume, building that resume, making sure that it looks marketable, helping with cover letters and seeing how that's presentable, as well as doing mock interviews with customers, because maybe you haven't interviewed in a while, or that's something that you might need to brush up on. So we do those kind of services.
Yeah, so that's great. And that'll lead us really into our next question, is really how can those talent development services, and you might hear the word TDS, that's just an acronym that we use for talent development services. How can they help someone whose employment was affected by the COVID-19 pandemic?
So TDS, we have access to a ton of resources working with the Brighton Center. It's a great agency to work for, by the way.
It is.
Yes, so the Brighton Center has a lot of different programs, and when you work with a talent development specialist through the Brighton Center, we can connect you to all sorts of resources that you might need to help you eliminate some barriers. Okay. And it's at no cost to you. We have all sorts of amazing services to help you better yourself. And what else do we do? And so we are the professionals in this field, and we will give you all of the tips and tricks that we have to help you to be successful. And we have the inside scoop with the employers on what they're looking for. So and we want to share that with you and help you to be successful and continue on your journey to the career that you're seeking.
Yeah, and that's awesome. That you have a big part of finding, employment is networking, right? Finding that networking opportunity. And that's where really, in my opinion, Kentucky Career Center and Talent Development Services come in. Like you said, you're kind of like a dating site. Like you have the resources, you have the inside scoop on what they're looking for and what they need. So you kind of have this partner that'll help you network and get your name out there in front of the correct people.
For sure. I agree.
Okay. Excellent. So, and you mentioned, Elizabeth, like some of the services were like resume writing, interview tips. Kind of what does that look like? If someone gets help with a resume, what does that look like?
So we're meeting a lot of people virtually right now, but if you follow the CDC guidelines, we'll meet some people in person, and it's where we meet. I look at, if you already have a resume, what does that look like? Can I edit it and maybe make it a little bit more eye-appealing to employers? And if you don't have a resume, we can definitely make one for you from scratch. And we also have an amazing website, Focus Career at ky.gov. And on that website, you can also build a resume and apply for jobs on there as well.
That makes sense. And then another one that you mentioned was interview tips. And in the past, I've done an interview tip about dealing with COVID. A lot of interviews now might be virtual. They might be over the phone. So kind of what are some what would that look like if someone were to come and speak with a TDS, like the interview tips that we would give, kind of a little bit about what that might look like?
So like if somebody's interested in interview tips with us, we can always mock interview them either on the phone, or we can do like a virtual mock interview together. And I'll give them the tips and tricks on how to be successful in that. And like, especially if you're doing it on the phone, even though no one's going to see you, it's still always best to dress like you're going to an interview to help get you in that mindset that you're interviewing and help you to feel professional. And then also doing it virtually, making sure that you're in a good space where there's no distractions, they can hear you correctly, making sure that your camera's working good, and just allowing you that time to kind of like feel it out and test it with us before you go to the employer so that you feel more comfortable. Yeah.
And that makes sense. We've definitely talked about that. I think we're all guilty. We've probably all seen it, where the weatherman, does his weather show and he doesn't have pants on, like he has shorts on with his suit. And so you want to make sure you avoid that. So having, working with talent development specialists, sounds like they're going to give you the ability to be prepared and just kind of the confidence to handle that interview.
For sure.
So we did mention, like I said, you mentioned the services for job seekers such as resume writing, which is a big one, cover letters, interview tips, kind of that skill training. Really, what are the benefits of coming to KCC at the Kentucky Career Center and meeting with a talent development specialist? Like, what's the benefit of that? Like, what's the selling point? Why should people reach out?
Well, we love helping people. We do it with a smile. We're so excited anytime we get to help anybody. And we are the professionals, so we know what we're doing, and it's at no cost to you. And a lot of employers come to us and they tell us what they're looking for, and we collaborate with them. So we have the inside scoop, and there's like nothing else better than that. You can go to somebody else that's going to probably charge you like $100, but we'll do the same thing. We've got that knowledge, and we will do it at no cost.
Yeah, I think that is important, and especially, making sure that it's free. Sometimes people associate free with not being, quality or how good is it, but to know that, we really are the professionals in this area. And then it's just a good service that can be provided to you. And I think you mentioned, being able to access Brighton Center services as well. So, and those services range from, early childhood all the way through senior, assistance for senior citizens, whether it be housing. And then we have access to, a family center where if you need assistance with emergency resources, there's tons of things that are available through the Brighton Center. So as Elizabeth had said, not only do you get an excellent career coach that's professional, that's knowledgeable, but you have access to 47 other programs that will kind of help address any barriers you might be facing.
For sure.
So, Okay, so I think that's going to bring us to another question that you can give us here, Elizabeth. If someone's out there and they're really interested and they're starting their job search, or they've been at the same employer for 20 years, and COVID-19 has come along, and they were forced to be laid off, or the company is closed, what's the best way that someone can contact the local Kentucky Career Center to get into contact with a talent development specialist?
So our contact information is actually scrolling across the bottom. You can either call us at 859-292-6666. I don't know how many sixes I just said. Okay. And
4 sixes.
And you can also email us as well. And we will have a talent development specialist reach out to you and just be able to help you.
And then there's also the website that we don't have scrolling across the bottom, but we'll get that added into the comment section for you. And they can access the website as well to find our contact information, correct?
Yes, for sure. We have a really awesome website. You guys should check it out.
Well, it's in the comment section now. So nkcareercenter.org. But that's also, there's resources that are on the website. As well as, I think, calendar of events, and we'll get to that in just a little bit as well. So we've kind of talked about the services that we have, why they're important, why it's great to reach out. With COVID-19 and those types of, issues, and some places being open and some places not being open, are these services available now due to COVID-19, or is there anything different with them?
Our services are available now. We are helping people all the time. Okay. So definitely, if you need help, reach out to us. We are more than happy to help you. And actually, there's a lot of places still hiring right now and a lot of job opportunities out there. I know I've heard some rumors that there's not, but there is. So please reach out to us if you're needing help finding a job, because we have access to that information, and we know a lot of employers that are looking to hire. And we're also having hiring events still that you can access virtually.
Awesome. In case anybody's watching, they do have questions about, we're still helping, like what are the restrictions, or what can someone expect with COVID-19? Like what kind of precautions are in place at the Kentucky Career Center?
Definitely make sure if you are going to come to the Kentucky Career Center, you are wearing a mask.
Okay.
And then also we're following the CDC guidelines and making sure that we are social distancing, being within a safe distance of one another, so 6 feet apart.
Okay. And then if someone can't come into the office, or maybe they're not comfortable, how can they access this service?
They can always call us or email us. But then also, if you go on our website online, a lot of our flyers will have, if we're doing a virtual hiring event, then you can register on the Zoom links and stuff, and you just have to click on it. It's very easy. But if you need help with that, you can call us and we'll help you.
Okay. Are they able to meet virtually with a talent development specialist? Like, could a talent development specialist set up a Zoom link and then have a meeting with someone that way as well?
For sure. We are meeting people all sorts of different ways right now. We're trying to be accommodatable. And so, we can definitely have a Zoom meeting with you.
Okay, that's excellent. And so you said something earlier that kind of leads me into the next question that I had. There are some questions like, are there job opportunities available? And you said that there's currently a lot of job opportunities available. So, with the pandemic, there's still opportunities out there?
Yes. So we just had an advanced manufacturing job fair, and I was just going to spout out some businesses that were a part of that are hiring, and then some that weren't a part of it, but I just know are hiring. So we have ABB Optical, Eris Tech Services. You should definitely check them out. They have a lot of great opportunities. Armor USA, Clarios, Dana Incorporated, Mubia, Novalex, Schwann's Company, Steel Technology with Jessica Weaver. And then there's also Elwood Staffing with Jason. These are some really great companies to work for that are hiring right now. There's also, I think, the Dollar General. And by I know, because I know a lot of people have came in for them as well.
Okay. Yeah. And so I do know, and you mentioned a lot of these events are virtual. Yeah. So if you're comfortable, they're virtual. I know that in the past we've hosted some drive-through events at the Kentucky Career Centers where you can just show up and be in your car and attend that way. So it definitely makes it, safer for those that may be more cautious or timid about, coming back out due to the pandemic. They want to try to be as accommodating as possible at the Kentucky Career Center to kind of meet you where you are.
Yes.
So, and there currently are, and I think, we talked about this in one of our last KCC career coachings, the Advanced Manufacturing Fair. That I think there was 10 employers, the career fair that they had there. There's over 200 manufacturers in the area with like 600 jobs. So there's lots of opportunities to be filled. If you have questions or you're reaching out, you have questions or you've decided I need to get back in the workforce, one of the best ways is to reach out to Elizabeth and the Talent Development Specialist team at Brighton Center.
Yes.
So that's going to bring me to the last question that I'll have for you, Elizabeth. And then we do have some questions that are in the comments, and we'll get to those. But if you are watching and you have a question that you would like to ask, be sure that you throw it in the comments. Sometimes there's a delay between you putting it in Facebook and us seeing it here. So definitely go ahead and throw those in, and we'll have Elizabeth answer those for us. So Elizabeth, this is my last question. It's technically a two-parter, so I guess technically two questions. Are there any upcoming events? And if so, what's the best way to find out about events with the Kentucky Career Center?
We do have upcoming events. So we're having Job Search Success in Spanish, and that's going to be with our Talent Development Specialist, Adam Schoaf. He is the best.
Okay.
And so that's going to be Tuesday, December the 1st and Tuesday, December the 8th from 9:15 to 12 o'clock. And don't feel like you have to memorize all this because I'm going to tell you how to access it in just a minute. But we've also got resume workshops the second Tuesday of every month, elevator pitch power hour the third Tuesday of every month, and then Northern Kentucky Accountability Group every Wednesday at 9:30 a.m. virtually at the Kenton County Public Library. And you can find out all of this information on our website, which is in the comments, but it's nkcareercenter.org.
Okay, excellent. And also, just a shameless plug is like our Facebook page. That's where a lot of our information goes. If you like our Facebook page and you have notifications turned on, you'll get notifications about job fairs, all that type of stuff coming up. And then, Elizabeth, I wanted to talk to you briefly, just another question. So I lied to you. I had three for you. You said Job Search Success, and that's going to be in Spanish. That's going to be on December 1st. And then we offer those as well. So Spanish will be then, and then they'll resume back in January with English. But kind of what is Job Search Success? For someone that doesn't know what that is, what is a Job Search Success workshop?
So Job Search Success, we talk about like career exploration and talking about like what are you interested in? What are you passionate about? What kind of skills do you have? And what kind of skills do you need for the job that you're looking for? Okay. We talk about resumes. We talk about cover letters. We do talk about interviews. So a lot of the things that I was telling you that TDSs have to offer, we do talk about a lot of that at this workshop. And it's very interactive. Like you can ask questions and things, but we're really there to help guide you in what you're looking at doing.
That makes sense.
Be more marketable.
Okay, and then we talked about the resume workshop, and we've had Donna joined us before to talk about the resume workshop. And that's really just an opportunity to kind of get that one-on-one attention that's available, as well as kind of a workshop setting where you can ask questions about your resume, and then an elevator pitch, if you want to explain what an elevator pitch is.
So an elevator pitch, when an employer asks you, tell me a little bit about yourself. We have this amazing elevator pitch that we teach you to kind of help, guide you, stay on topic so you're not, going too far out there, and just helping you to explain yourself and like pitch yourself to somebody in like in 30 seconds, like how to make yourself sound marketable to an employer in 30 seconds, like just putting your best self out there. So like if you're in an elevator, to make yourself stand out to them.
Okay.
So that they'll remember you and hire you and keep you forever.
That's perfect. That'll work. So Elizabeth, we're going to turn this over to the question section. We do have three questions. So the first one is from Haley. Haley, thanks for watching. Haley might look familiar and sound familiar because Haley does our employer spotlights on Thursdays. So the question is, do we offer any resources for job seekers that have something on their background? Which is a big question that we get a lot.
That's a really good question, because we're actually finding more and more people that have, something on their background. And there's a lot of employers that are willing to work with somebody that has something on their background. And it's always a case-by-case basis. But we have this amazing program, and it's called the Federal Bonding Program, that we can help connect you with. And it's basically like an insurance. So if a company was hesitant on hiring you because of that, then you can say like, oh, well, I'm working with the Federal Bonding Program. And what that does is it basically insures you for a lump of money. And so if this company hires you, then for the first 6 months of your employment, then you're insured with this. So if something were to go wrong, then they would have that insurance to back them up. But in most cases, it's not needed. It's not necessary, that money, because typically when you're going through this program to like prove that you're going to be a good employee and you're trustworthy. Yeah. So it's been very effective.
Excellent.
And a lot of employers are on board with it.
They'll just work with a talent development specialist to get that information.
Yes, definitely work with a talent development specialist for that, and we can get you hooked up. It's amazing.
Excellent. Okay.
Thank you, Haley.
Perfect. So thanks, Haley. So we have two more questions. And so I'm going to throw up Kelly has the first one, and that's going to kind of lead into the question that Haley has. So I'll throw up Kelly's, read it, and then we'll show Haley's as well. So Kelly wants to know, are there resources for men's professional attire that you're aware of? Yeah, and then that's going to come in. Can you tell us about Proudly Professional Closet? Is it free? Is it open to any job seeker? Where is it located?
So we do have a Proudly Professional Closet here at the Kentucky Career Center in Carrollton that has women's and men's clothing. It's at no charge to you. And if you have a transportation barrier, then we can always have a talent development specialist in Covington or Florence grab some pieces for you, for like if you needed to access it at another location. So you don't have to come to Carrollton to access this. We can always transport it somewhere else if need be. Yeah. But there's also, I believe, men's professional attire through Brighton Center's Center for Employment and Training program as well. I know that they also have some professional attire.
Yeah, so there are options and so Proudly Professional, like you talked about, lots of opportunities to be Proudly Professional. And even though it is in Carrollton, you can definitely work something out to where it can get provided to you. That way you don't have to drive to Carrollton. That could be a drive depending on, Covington to Carrollton is not a short drive. But there's also other opportunities that definitely working with a talent development specialist, Kelly, could easily access those resources for men that are looking for professional attire. So there's definitely a lot out there. With COVID-19, there are some restrictions on whether they're open and kind of how it's working. But there are a lot of opportunities for that. So really just reaching out to talent development specialists and getting that information. So, and thank you for asking the questions, Haley and Kelly. We appreciate everyone that's taking time out of their day to join us and learn about talent development services at the Kentucky Career Center, which is awesome because that's where I work at. Elizabeth said it. We'd love to work with you and kind of help you realize what opportunities that are out there and help you get back on the right path and finding a career, because that's what we focus on, a career that you're going to be at forever that's going to pay you a self-sufficient wage is really what we're looking for. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll be back next Tuesday at 1 o'clock. And then Thursday at 9:30, join us for the KCC Employer Spotlight, and Haley will have a local employer. Not this Thursday, because this Thursday is Thanksgiving, so next Thursday. We won't be here this Thursday. So be sure to join us next Thursday, and next Tuesday we'll be back. Elizabeth, thank you so much for taking time to join us today. We're really happy that we could have you on to talk and brag about talent development services.
Thank you so much, Garrett. I appreciate it.
All right. Everybody have a great day. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and turn on notifications for our Facebook page to stay up to date when we go live or awesome events that we're holding in your area. And we're excited. So thanks again for joining, everybody. Have a great day. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye, everybody.